Hello, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So today we're continuing along, uh, trying to get, let's see, we're trying to get like the mesh tiles so we can get the carbon dioxide flowing around better. We're digging down and outwards to give more room for that. And eventually we're going to build these so we can get more oxygen. With what we have, we're actually using up more than we create. Each of these work for about 3 duplicates. So you need, so like with my 4, I need 2, but I won't fully use 2. So as soon as we can, we want to start building those, but for some reason they're choosing to dig all of this first. Let's move our mesh tile to there. And if anything, as it comes to like a higher concentration here, then it can go up into this area. However, it ends up doing it. We're not in too much stress. And it looks like they're about to run over here to put some work in. Looks like they're building the mesh tiles first. That's alright. Let's speed everything else up. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and build next bedroom. Dig all this crud out. And hopefully, here. What we'll do is we'll sub-priority 7 all this, just so they will focus on it first. And hopefully we'll get some extra energy or oxygen generation going. Do we have... Guess we're getting a little low on our algae, so let's dig all that out. Got that going, so we definitely have all of our oxygen generation going, which is awesome. We're gonna pressurize down here probably really quickly, and it'll run out and hopefully start to give us some extra oxygen without using too much of our duplicates' time, at least. And the more athletic they get, the better they do. Definitely not getting a lot done per cycle with the shorter on times, but we at least haven't run into bathroom problems yet. And one thing I do want to mention is we don't want to, like, especially when we're staggering the brakes, we don't want to immediately change them, because that can lead to even more problems where we actually end up, how do I want to say this? I forgot how I want to say it. Right, let's see. Let's get this in here. Oh, it's so blinding. It's also ugly. So we don't want to change their brakes really radically, because sometimes that can cause issues. We want to slowly separate them, and then anytime we want to switch someone from one schedule to another, we will take them to a completely separate schedule and slowly change it, like, you know, one cycle at a time type thing. That way they don't, you know, get caught with their pants down, as it were. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our door down. And yes, we are going to do this to all of our food rooms, just because we're going to try and be as, you know, efficient as possible, not waste anything. How are we doing? Haven't found anything yet, Captain. Again, we wanted to dig up here and get something. Wanted to break in there to get that. It might not be worth it until we get better oxygen manipulation stuff. Have we not mastered any of our jobs yet? Okay, good. We're getting close. That's all I wanted to check out. There's a cool thing that you can do now. So, like, I don't know. We'll probably see it later on as we start getting deeper into all the jobs trees. Again, we want to try and step these guys up as gradually as possible. We're not trying to go straight for tier 6 because morale expectations can be really high. Let's see how they are on here. Morale upgrade helper? Okay, so we've got a lot of morale help, mostly because the morale upgrade helper that we got, just to help out, like, right off the bat. Let's slow down. We also want to have places for them to go for breaks, like just breaks, not like, I don't know how to describe it just yet. As we start building it, hopefully I'll be able to visualize it better to explain it in a way that doesn't make me sound like a complete idiot. How's our oxygen doing? Much better. At least all that's breathable up there. We are getting quite a bit of a concentration of it down here. I don't know. It's working right now. Let's not make a big deal out of it just yet. But again, our power generation is probably going to be up here in a nice little room all by itself. And it will probably be quite like, or quite similar to the Brothgar version. Oh. Oh. Atmosphere, what do you need? You know what? Once we dig in there, he'll be happy. Yeah. And I think we have to dig him one more up. But I think he's gonna be a big help. He's gonna get most of our, he's gonna help us get us exosuit, like, really early in the game. I can feel it. I'm gonna name him Phil. Philantes. If anyone can name where that comes from, you get a cookie. I don't know how I'm gonna get it to you, but you're gonna get a cookie. Put in the comments below. And no, for real, I'm gonna give you a cookie. We need to start putting some storage in, I'm noticing. So let's put some over here. I don't think it really helps the decor any, but we're not in too much trouble just yet. Let's go ahead and start getting some of this gross looking stuff out of our base. Oh, I guess we're not having too much trouble with storage just yet. We just don't have anyone picking anything up, which is a problem in and of itself, I guess. So I think as we get our next bedroom set up, we will invite another duplicate into our society. And hopefully we'll have enough oxygen production to keep him alive. One thing about the way I do this is it does end up giving me less oxygen in the bedrooms, but they really only need it during the nighttime. Though having all this carbon dioxide is a problem, because it will limit the amount of oxygen we can get into the room if it's clogging up that area. Okay. We're still waiting on that. For some reason, it's not wanting to build it. Also, I kind of want to get my first Night Owl duplicate. That way I can have him, I don't know, probably clean stuff up, probably operate some, just to make sure, you know, like the buildings that create oxygen are all working all the time. All of the, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But we want to have everything nice and organized. That'll help a lot. That'll help some, probably not quite as much as it would be good, but if we keep adding stuff on, we're never gonna finish our bedrooms. Also, do we even have an artist down here? Well, we haven't done the job yet. Maybe it's one of these guys. Hopefully we can swap them over soon, like literally as soon as I close the stupid menu. Let's look at that room over there. So we got our massage clinic, which is going to be a huge stress relief when, well, I guess that morale boost is actually done, so that's awesome. Oh, okay. So notice how it says grizzly meal -1. So that's what like the meals normally are. So if we go up to the better meals, then we can increase the morale that way as well. So that's awesome. I don't know if going quite as overboard on the decorations right away is still the best way to do it, but at least they won't be angry with me, so that might be just as important. Jobs master, perfect. Let's go do that. Alright, who is it? Mima. What else do you like to do? You want to be an art student. So, heck yeah. Let's get you over there. And as we finish getting some of these paintings put in place, we will start chucking them in. Let's go ahead and start throwing in a few mesh tiles in key places. And what we're going to do is on the mesh tiles we're going to put even more furniture. Haha! Now this is going to take a long time to complete all of this art, but art shall be important in keeping everyone happy. If I focus on the basic needs, is what I'm hoping at least, is if I focus on the basic needs of my duplicants rather than, you know, oh I need to get this done, oh I need to get that done, run over here, run over there, I can, you know, keep them happy and alive, oxygenated, and the rest should kinda just come in time. We're definitely doing a lot better on food. Let's go back. So it says we're not making enough food, but it also doesn't take into account, say like, yeah, we only harvested 3 meal lice today, but that's because there was really only 3 meal lice to harvest today. So I can't really harvest something that wasn't ready. In other days you might get like 8, 9 of them, get in double the, you know, amount that you'd normally get. So you have to watch it more over a longer period to watch for trends. I do like that they kind of focus around here, and as things branch out, there's less and less of a chance that they'll do it, just because it takes more travel time to accomplish that than, you would accomplish staying closer and doing something else. That's awesome that we got a masterpiece right away. And that's going to help us on our morale quite a bit. Alright, well, that's actually it for another episode of Oxygen Not Included. I hope everyone enjoys this series. It's really one of my favorites. It's kind of unfortunate that I can't play this one as often as I'd like. You know, having 4 different series going on at once is actually kind of hectic, and it's weird having to check like, oh, like, what day is it? What do I need to put up? But at least it's not just, you know, one game banging our heads against the wall. But it's nice to be able to do, you know, 2 or 3 episodes of this at a time, and, you know, really get into like actual mechanics. That way we're not kind of constantly on the back foot trying to remember, you know, is this a resource that I need to work on right now, or, you know, am I gonna die if I focus on it instead of, you know, basic food type stuff. Alright, well, but remember, like, subscribe, comment below, all the good stuff that helps me know that you're enjoying this series and the channel. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.